Let's see.
Tell me about the night Daisy was taken, especially anything about your daughter and Suzanne Moreau.
Apart from seeing to our guests, I took a moment to check on Suzanne and Daisy in Daisy's room. Suzanne wasn't there, but Daisy was asleep. I sat with her for 10 minutes or so. Suzanne didn't return while I was there, but there's no reason for her to sit there all night when Daisy is asleep. I went back downstairs.
Okay, the stories Sonia and Suzanne tell don't match. I should recheck my file and track Suzanne's movements. That is not exactly what Suzanne told me earlier. Suzanne was on the phone more than 5 minutes. The detective gets it right. If I understand you correctly, you left Daisy when she was not asleep?
The party was very loud. Daisy was too wound up to sleep. I read her a Motley Mule detective story to try and put her to sleep. Daisy finally fell asleep. Right before Motley Mule solved his case in the book I was reading her. I had to make a quick phone call. No more than 5 minutes. But when I came back, Daisy was gone.
Are you sure you were only gone for 5 minutes?
5, 6, what does it matter? It was very quick.
You say you were only away 5 or 6 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she was alone there more like 10 minutes. And the phone record shows that you stayed on the call for more than 30 minutes, way longer than you said.
My mother is extremely ill. It's difficult for me. I may have lost track of time. When I came back, Daisy had disappeared. It must have been a coincidence.
You have to be precise, Suzanne. A little girl's life is at stake.
Why are you doing this? I didn't do anything wrong. I would never hurt Daisy.
I need to check Suzanne's story. She's panicking. Why now? What is she afraid of? That is a great detective. The kidnapper places a ladder under the window to Daisy's room. Then he joins the party, just one guest in the crowd. He somehow knows when Suzanne leaves the room, then sneaks upstairs. He opens Daisy's window, carries her down the ladder, and vanishes. No, this isn't it. Think!
Oh, there we go. 2140 or 2140.
The detective gets it right.
The number you have called is not in service at this time. Please hang up and dial again, or contact your service provider.
The number Suzanne called is not in service? A hospital? I should see if the Armstrongs can confirm what Suzanne told me. I spoke with Suzanne. She was phoning her mother. That's why you didn't see her when you went to check on Daisy.
Yes, her mother. I tried to call the poor woman earlier that week, but the hospital said she's been in a medically induced coma for more than 2 months.
Suzanne told me she called her mother, but she would have known her mother was in a coma. Did you see Miss Moreau during the party?
I remember seeing her at some point, but otherwise no. I was too busy with my guests. Wear the smile, shake the proffered hand.
Ms. Moreau told me she called her mother.
Well, why not? I believe they are very close, and the poor woman is not well. She needs some experimental treatment that isn't available yet in France.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
The number you called that night is no longer in service.
I don't understand. That's the number the hospital gave me to call my mother's room.
You told me you were on the phone with your mother when Daisy was abducted.
As we said earlier, I didn't pay attention and was on the phone longer than I said. But since my mother is very ill, she had to leave her hometown, Lyon, because the treatment is not approved yet in France. She is in an hospital in Boston for a special treatment. I call her every night to check on her. When I came back, Daisy was gone. I'll never forgive myself.
I don't see anything that proves she's lying. Are you sure you called your mother?
Yes, every night since she was admitted in December.
Your mother had to leave a country renowned for its social security, where healthcare is affordable, and go to Boston for expensive, specialized treatment. I imagine that the cost of her care must be high. Did you think that your share of the ransom would pay for your mother's care?
How can you think that I would allow Daisy to be kidnapped for money? She's like my daughter. I could never imagine such a thing.
Her reaction seemed sincere, but I needed to see how she'd react. Suzanne, I checked. The number you say is a hospital appears to be disconnected. That's pretty strange, don't you think?
It's always worked in the past.
The area code for Boston is 617. This was 413. That's our local area code. She's obviously lying, but why? She seems to really care about Daisy. Suzanne, I think you really care for Daisy. If you do, Then tell me the truth. You can't have been calling your mother while she's in a coma.
My mom really is in a hospital in Boston. She really is in a coma. I wasn't calling her. I was on the phone with my boyfriend, Noah.
Why lie about it? Why are you panicking?
Because he's gone. I haven't heard from him since the night of the kidnapping. I'm afraid he's somehow connected to Daisy's disappearance. That he was just using me somehow. But I swear I talked to him. Yes, for more like 30 minutes that night. So he couldn't have kidnapped Daisy at the same time we were talking.
But he could have kept you talking so someone else could take Daisy.
Yes, you can see why I lied. Can't you? I was afraid you'd suspect me of having something to do with it. You can understand that, can't you?
Suzanne, I want to believe you, but you've made it harder to find Daisy. Do you realize that?
Oh my god. What have I done?
What's most important is not what you've done, but what you do now. Go. I'll be back to talk to you. No more lies, Suzanne. For Daisy. No more lies. Noah. The name might lead us to that little girl. I am on this case now, whether my captain wants me to be or not. A locked diary? Let's see if I can shine some light on its secrets. A locked diary? Let's see if I can shine some light on its secrets. A card from the florist. It's signed N. What's in the glass case? Oh, big surprise. Glasses. Huh. Huh. I expect Suzanne must have gone through a lot of tissues these past weeks. Small jewelry box. By the size, I'm guessing earrings. An Eiffel Tower keychain, but no key.
Something here. There we go.
Why put a key in a jewelry box?
Oh my god, really?
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
I mean, that doesn't work.
That doesn't work. Okay, Suzanne. Let's see what you haven't told me. I can see why Suzanne didn't tell me everything about this, Noah. It's clear when he disappeared that she realized something was very wrong. Can you tell me anything about Suzanne's boyfriend?
I know she dated our chauffeur for a while. There was someone else she'd met recently, but I don't recall his name.
Know anything about Miss Moreau's boyfriend?
Her boyfriend? I know she went out with someone for a while there. More recently, I saw a man in a 4x4 who would pick her up on her nights off. He never got out of his car, just waited for her. She did seem to spend more time than usual on the phone these past few weeks, but she worked hard. We weren't going to begrudge her what free time she had. Since the abduction, she keeps pretty much to herself.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
These tire tracks could well be from Suzanne's boyfriend's 4x4. That is a great detective. I imagine these flowers must have been beautiful. Who gave them to you?
The gardener. They're getting pretty wilted, but I hate to throw them away.
Tell me about your boyfriend. Have you been together long?
My boyfriend? Why? He doesn't have anything to do with this.
Please, Suzanne, the sooner you answer my question, the sooner we'll be done.
His name is Noah Garrity. I met him at a Lunar New Year party in Great Barrington. He is a kind and caring person, although, well, I miss him. He had to go away on business. He should be back.
Tread marks of a four-wheel drive vehicle were found outside the garden on the night of the kidnapping. Noah drives one, doesn't he? Where is he, Suzanne? If you know anything more about him, you have to tell me.
I know what you're thinking, but it's impossible. He was very nice to me. He never did anything to make me suspicious. We went out to eat, to the movies. Just like a normal couple. He's not the only man in the Berkshires who drives that kind of car.
You really didn't notice anything strange about Noah until he vanished?
He could get moody at times, as if he had a lot on his mind.
You mentioned the Blue Lagoon. Why?
I don't know. I never thought about it. I guess he liked the place.
That makes sense. In your diary, you say that Noah took you to a cabin in the mountains on Valentine's Day.
You read my diary?
I'm sorry, but we have to find Daisy. We both want that. So yes, I looked in your diary.
You're right. He took me to a cabin in the woods. I waited for him in the car. He came out after a few minutes. He was very sweet and apologetic, but he never explained. We went back to the restaurant for dessert.
Did you ever go back to the cabin with him?
No, never.
So what made Noah drive all the way to a cabin in the middle of nowhere? He left her in the car. Why was he there? This is important. I know it is. I can use Suzanne's directions to the cabin and compare them to the map of the area I have in my car. Thanks to the information Suzanne gave me, I should be able to find the cabin on this map.
So which one is the town? Probably this one? One, two. Okay. One, two.
I got it. The cabin has to be here. I have to find that cabin. I hope I'm not too late. Okay, here is this famous cabin. Let's investigate. Noah brought Suzanne to this dump on Valentine's Day? What a romantic. That barrel is sturdy enough. I could climb on it.
Not done looking around yet.
Hello? Is anyone there? Nobody. I can't just waltz in without a warrant.
Okay, well, we're gonna go check. I already saw her doll on the window.
Ugh, an old hunting trophy starting to molt. Empty wine bottles. Somebody has been here lately.
Okay, here we go.
It's Daisy's plush toy. If Fluffy is here, the kidnapper has been here. I have to get inside this cabin.
Enter the cabin. Can I take that axe now? Let's see.
A maul for splitting wood. Perfect for attacking doors. Look at that. A broken door to investigate. No need for a warrant. Some people seem to have played here before. The floor is scratched and worn in this area. The sofa must have been moved a lot.
Because it's covering something.
The stove is cold. Nobody's been here recently. Some boxes. I wonder what they were used for. A lot of tools. I guess somebody noticed the cabin was about to fall down. That's a woman's hairbrush. Did Suzanne actually come in here after all?
$3892. Okay.
It's fluffy, no doubt about it.
Blue Lagoon.
This bottle comes from the Blue Lagoon.
Unreal. Oh, thank you.
Yourself, Joanna. You earned it.
Where's the padlock? I know it's coming.
Damn, it's booby-trapped. If I move, it could go off, and that countdown tells me it wants to go off anyway.
Wait a second. 3892. I don't know what any of this means. These all need to match up. Oh, Jesus Christ. The fuck is this? Jesus. Boom. I don't know what that means.
Since I'm telling this story to you, Mr. Poirot, you should be able to deduce I didn't blow myself up. Let's see if I can remember how I defused the bomb.
Wait. There's blinking lights here.